What's up, Wednesday? I'm back. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to Kat's Novel Adventures and some Wednesday shenanigans. I'm here today to get some reading done. So I hope you're joining me to get some reading done or some productivity tasks done. I know Bree is going to be working out during a first sprint, which I think is great. So whatever you're planning to do, you don't really have to do anything if you don't want to. But, being here is going to be fun. We're going to have a Would You Rather question today. And I have some Mad Libs, thanks to a very special person, which I'm going to share that with you in a second. But welcome, welcome. That's Tootie. He wants to be let in. So I've missed everyone. I hope everyone has been doing well since the last time we were together. I believe the last time we were together was November, and we're now in December. It's hard to believe, and it is hard to believe that the year is almost over. Today is December the 13th. We're not really quite halfway through, almost halfway, but it's amazing to me. It's just going by too fast. But I must say, I'm looking forward to 2024. Hopefully, it will be a good year. That's all I can hope for. So let's see who is with us. Vanessa popped in. Let's see. I'm just going to say right now, my laptop seems like it's kind of lagging a little bit. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It doesn't look like it needs an update, which the last time that was happening, I needed an update. And if you remember, I had to be on my phone. Well, hopefully that is not going to be the case. But so y'all may have me like frozen in all kinds of weird, odd places and making smirks, but I'm not smirking at you. It's just I'm getting frozen. So let's see how well it goes. I hope I don't get frozen too much. So Vanessa popped in. If you have not checked out Read with Dr. B, you should, because Vanessa's always having sprints. She's a lovely person and lovely to hang out with. She does a lot of sprints during the day, like in the morning, early mornings. So if you want to catch early morning sprints, Vanessa is your gal. And then here is Brianna from Bree's Library. Hey, Kat, going to do my workout this first sprint. Then we'll be on for some reading. So glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. And then we have Amal in the house. Hello, Amal. I know you're going to be reading a bunch. I can't wait to see what you're going to be reading. Amal reads like me, multiple books at one time. Although I am reading multiple books, but kind of like one book at a time lately, just because of time and everything that's been going on. It's understandable, I guess, but I've been having issues focusing. It's like I can't really focus for too long. So I'm hoping that's going to pass. But we shall see. We shall see, because I'm not getting that much reading done. I didn't even do a December TBR because I didn't know what I was going to be reading or what I'd be up to. So I'm kind of winging it for December. So y'all have to wait. Well, those of you that are with me for sprints are going to see what I'm reading. Or I guess the wrap up in December. I still have to do my November wrap up. I haven't forgotten. I just haven't had a chance to get to it yet. Alicia is here. She is the special person who has sent me some Mad Libs and some other treats, which I'm going to share with y'all. It's so super sweet. Hello, Kelsey. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Hello, Halco. How are you? Have you started A Christmas Carol yet? Or are you waiting for closer to Christmas? Hey, Mary Lou. Hello, everyone. I am just here for a bit, but wanted to say hi. Hello, and I'm glad that you're here, even if just for a little bit. I'm so happy, happy, happy. Hey, Amy, how are you doing? If y'all have not checked out Amy's latest video on what she's doing in her book club, she's got two exciting books. One of them I had eyeballed before she even mentioned it in her video. This is for her Dark Hearts book club, by the way. I was eyeballing that book. I think it was at Books A Million. I'm like, ooh, this looks like a book that I might like just based on the cover. And the second book is Alice, and it would be perfect for Folklore February for those of you that want to participate in my readathon in February. We're going to be reading all kinds of stuff during that time because folklore entails a lot. So I'm looking forward to starting a plan for that. Not quite yet, because I am I just finished, not just finished. Let me take that back. I videoed, or I recorded my video today, filmed it for my Edgar Allan Poe readathon that we'll be doing in January for anyone who wants to participate in that. Hello, Brittany. Hi, should finish A Little Magic in the first sprint. Oh, that's awesome. What an accomplishment. I love to be able to finish something, especially at the beginning. That's good. Hello, Christina. Hi, hope everyone is well, making supper and working on a project while listening to Madness in Christmas River by Meg Muldoon, Threw a Snowball at the Lake. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Jamie, hello, hello. How are you doing? And Amy says, I'm going to be reading Let the Right One In and finishing up the last of my Xmas cards. Well, I'll be curious to see what your thoughts are. I have kind of been lurking in Discord over on Kelsey's channel, Kelsey of Slime and Slashers. She has a Patreon. And We Are the Corns. And she was buddy reading, just a bunch of them are reading Let the Right One In. I've wanted to read it, love both of the movies a lot. They're very good. But I have been seeing some comments about it being rather bleak, a lot bleaker than I think people expected. And in fact, Amy, my friend Amy at Amy Taville, she DNF'd it, like a hard DNF. Like she's not going back to even looking at it. So Amy, I'll have to hear what you think about it. It's a book that I'm curious about. I'd love to be able to read it. Not sure if I can handle mega bleak right now, but maybe in the future. Hello, Shannon. Made friends with the like button. I appreciate that very much. I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going well with your AuthorTube conference. I've seen some things, just haven't been over on the channel lately. Hopefully, I'll be able to come back for some sprints soon. Alicia is reading the Tarot. Yes, you're going to be reading the Tarot for quite a while. I'm really kind of curious. I know the book is extremely long. About how many pages a day do you think you read when you're reading it? And also, second question, are you going to try to watch the AMC screen adaptation of the Tarot? Because AMC made one a long time ago. I'm not exactly sure where it would be streaming, maybe on AMC Plus, maybe on Netflix, I don't know, but I've always been curious about it and didn't realize it was a book until, I'm trying to think, I think it was Cliff at Cliff's Dark Gems was the first person that mentioned it, that brought it to my attention that it was based on a book, I think. Halco said, not really reading. I'm crocheting a gift for a friend. That is wonderful. And Halco, I just have to shout you out for being so talented with your crocheting. You just recently posted an angel. That angel was beautiful. He has a channel. I mean, well, what do you want to call it? What do you call it on Instagram? You have an account on Instagram as the Mad Crocheter, and post some of your wonderful pieces that you've done. I wish I could crochet. I wish I had the time to do it, but I do not have the time. I don't have time to scrapbook. I can't add another hobby. Jamie said, we'll be working on some cover letters and job applications. Hope to get some reading in too. And good luck with working on job applications and cover letters. It's not the most fun thing to do, but the outcome could be wonderful. And hopefully you'll get a little bit of reading done, even just a little bit. Hello, Jane. Welcome. I saw that you had subscribed to my channel earlier. I'm so happy. What a happiness boost for me today. Yes, everyone, welcome Jane. She's new here. She's saying, hello, everyone. I'm working on my library book goals and Advent knitting. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Welcome here. We're going to have a good time, hopefully, as long as my technology keeps working. Fingers crossed for that. And there is my friend Vanessa. We love you, Vanessa. So glad that you are here. What are you up to? Are you working, reading? What are you up to this evening? Tell me. And Amy said, oh no, fingers crossed your computer doesn't start acting crazy. Yes, fingers crossed, please, please, because I need this tonight. I need my friends. I need my little community tonight. Just I need a little bit of joy. Oh, by the way, I got the book you sent. Thank you. Can't wait to go to Narnia. I don't want to, I feel bad sometimes hyping books up because, some people are like, I don't understand what the big deal was. Narnia has been my love since the 5th grade, and it's just so magical. And I've said this before, I have actually looked in closets and even armoires, because really the wardrobe is like an armoire, more so than an actual closet. And sometimes I look in there and just kind of feel around and see, especially like if you're at a place that has an armoire, like in a hotel room, like they had one like at a plantation home or whatever we had visited, my husband and I'm like looking in the back. Wouldn't that be fun? I could escape to Narnia. I really could. Of course, I wouldn't want to run into Jadis, the, White Witch, because she is not pleasant. And actually, it would be much better to go into Narnia when it's summertime and not perpetually winter, which is what Jadis did. But I hope you enjoyed, Amy. It's just such a sweet story. Halko says, I'm waiting to read it a little closer to Christmas. Excellent. It is short, so you should be able to do that pretty quickly. And then it would be wonderful to pick one of the versions of A Christmas Carol to watch. There are several, and I hope y'all don't laugh, I love The Muppets Christmas Carol. I just think it's fantastic. Michael Caine is in it. It's just, it's wonderful. I can remember it was right after COVID when things were kind of opening up and the movie theaters were starting to open up again. And they were playing movies, older movies, for like $5. And you could go any day of the week. And I got to see Hocus Pocus and also A Nightmare Before Christmas in the theater again. And my husband and I went to go see A Christmas Carol, the Muppets Christmas Carol. And it was just so delightful because we hadn't seen it in so long, and it was just really, really great. And then I also do like the Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey in it. I think that one's a lovely one too. Now, I've actually not seen the old black and white one. So that might be something I need to check out at some point and just kind of compare it, and we'll have to see. So Alicia said, I bought a copy of A Christmas Carol at my library, and we'll probably try and read it next week. Somehow I've never read it. Well, don't feel bad, Alicia. I had not read The Christmas Carol until probably a few years ago, maybe. And it might have been maybe one of my first marathon times with Kelsey, maybe. I don't know. It hasn't been very long. And then Gretchen Rubin, who I follow, she's a writer, and she has a podcast called Happier with Gretchen Rubin. She actually recorded herself reading A Christmas Carol. So I was able to listen to that as much as I could. It's very hard to listen to a story without kind of zoning out for me. But anyway, I just thought that was kind of neat to hear somebody actually record it, because I think it's in the public domain, so anybody can read it or whatever and not infringe on copyright or whatever. But yeah, I hope you like it. It really is a great one. It's got a really great wholesome message to it. Alicia says, I'm excited for Alice and Folklore February. Excellent. I'm so excited for Folklore February. I knew I wanted my book club pick to be able to fit right in there. Yeah, we were kind of talking about that on Lauren's sprints last night. She was saying, I wonder if she picked that specifically because of Folklore February. And I'm like, well, if so, that's very good planning on your part. Excellent, excellent. So I might actually be reading a book to attend a book club meeting for you, Amy. It's not that I don't want to. It's just I just never. I'm too last minute. I'm a day late and a dollar short, as they say. And Kelsey says, let the right one in is so bleak. I need to rewatch the movies because the book seems very different, but maybe I just don't remember the deets. I'm going to say the movies are, it's pretty, yeah, they're pretty grim, I think. When you think about the whole concept of what is happening, once the reveal is there. And I have to say, I didn't quite get it 100% when I watched the foreign film, because I watched that one first. But then the remake with Chloe Moretz in it, it's kind of like I was like, oh, now I kind of get it or whatever. But it is a grim story. I mean, when you think it's sad, kind of story. And I'm sorry, guys, if y'all keep hearing, that's Discord, and I don't know how to get that. Maybe when it clicks again, I don't know how to get that off of my computer. Turn off. Okay, let me see. I might have to turn those off. Let's see if I can. I'm so sorry. They're like coming in. That's on your Discord, Kelsey. Alicia said, kind of makes me want to pick that book up. I like bleak and unhappy endings. Sometimes I do, especially if it's more like a realistic ending. Like, I think if it fits, like, especially if you're going through a whole entire bleak or like grim situation and there's not really a lot of hope, and then it kind of doesn't end the same way. I don't know. I don't know if any of y'all have read The Road by Cormac McCarthy. I have read it twice and have cried throughout. It is such a bleak story. And even when you get to the end of it, you're like, I want to have hope, but I just don't even think it's possible. It is about, our world. Something happens to our world. We don't know. It's like apocalyptic times, but you really don't know what has happened. They never tell you why it is in the condition it is in. And it just doesn't seem like anything can grow. The animals have been affected. And there are quite a few things that happen in it that are just horrific, in my opinion. And it is a dad and his son who are trying to navigate this world. And just even the situation with the dad and the son is very bleak as well. But I have to say, I have read it twice. I read it the first time. I think it was an Oprah pick, maybe. And then the movie came out with Viggo Mortensen, and so I had to read it again. And yeah, my husband went with me to see the movie, and he was probably like, oh my goodness, what is wrong with you, woman? Because I basically cried throughout the whole entire movie. I'm just like, I guess also too, because when you know what's coming and it affected you that way in reading it, you know what's about to happen, and just seeing it visually, and I don't know, it just hit me in the heart really hard. Hey, Jojo. Hello. Welcome. What are you up to this evening? What are you going to be using sprints for? Let's see. I think I'm getting a little slow here. Kelsey said, I'm also pumped for Folklore February. And Nathan said he'd co-host with us for Grimm Memorials. Woot, woot. Yes, that's exciting. Exciting. Yes. Nathaniel Toll is an author friend of Kelsey's. I also follow Nathan on Instagram, and he's got a book called Pumpkin Cinema, which is a compilation of all horror films that are really great for you to watch, like during the spooky season. And then he also has another book. Kelsey, pop in the name of Nathan's second book. I don't have a copy of that. But he just recently published that kind of close to the spooky season, if I'm not mistaken. And Kelsey said there's all kinds of great movie recommendations in there as well. James said, I love Let the Right One In. It is very dark, though. Okay, well, that's what I'm hearing. I love Christmas Carol. I reread it. I reread it each Christmas morning before everyone else wakes up. That is sweet. What a wonderful tradition. I love that, Mary Lou. So sweet. I definitely want to watch the screen adaptation when I'm done. I saw it was done by Ridley Scott. I started first thing yesterday morning, and I'm on page 350 of 955. Oh my goodness, you read fast. You are really booking through that. So That's yesterday morning. You might be able to finish it by the weekend. Possibly? You think? Oh, yay, that sounds cool, Kelsey. I'm excited. Welcome, Jane. Jane's getting some love. Hello, Kim. Hi, everybody. I'm reading yours truly. Excellent. And I got my books from last sprint. Thank you very much. You are so welcome. I hope you enjoy the trilogy with those three sisters. They are a hoot. And even though it's serious times and there's some serious themes in it, there is a lot of humor. And I do think that you'll enjoy the writing. I think the writing they were very well written, the books, in my opinion. Mary Lou said, I got my book too. Thank you so much. Very good. Excited. And Christina says, oh, me too. The book you sent me arrived. Perfect for this time of year. We always had to get it from the library. So yay. Woohoo. I love knowing that y'all all got everything. I got my book too. And thank you for the lovely card. You are quite welcome, Jamie. I hope that you enjoy it. Y'all have to give me some updates on how you liked it. And thank you so much. Thank you, Christina, for being so sweet. And Mary Lou said, I love the Muppet version of Christmas Carol. It's a lot of fun. Yes, Muppet Christmas Carol is one of my favorite Xmas movies. I haven't seen the version with Jim Carrey. I should probably try to watch that this month. I think you might enjoy it. It's a little bit different, but I want to say Robert Zemeckis is the director of it. I'm only 20 pages in, but so far I don't remember any of the stuff in the films, but it's been a long time for me too. Yeah, it could be quite different. Sometimes they take a different path in the movies. Maybe it was too bleak for them to follow it that closely to the source material. So we'll see. Hello, Camille. I'm glad you're here. Camille's reading I Am Reading One by One by Frida McFadden. Excellent. Ha ha ha. Oh no, that's my Discord. You can mute the sound. I have to remember how, but I can message it to you after I look up how. I was able to mute it on here. There's like these little dots. So I pressed on that and it said that you can turn off the notifications. So that's what I did. We'll see. I haven't heard any boop, 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 but you got some fire going on there on Discord. Hello, Andy, popping by to say hi and throw a snowball at the like button. I appreciate that so much. I'm sorry I didn't make your sprints today, Andy, because I was having some technology issues trying to get up and running. So we didn't have any glitches tonight. Jamie says, I absolutely love the road. It is definitely not for everyone. I agree. I definitely agree. And I think it also hit me hard too. I mean, I'm not a father, but I'm a mother. And I just can't imagine being put in that situation. So, where I can't say too much about it because I don't want to spoil anything if anybody ever wants to read it. But I just can't imagine being put in that situation as a parent and in the circumstances that they're in. Very bleak. Hello, Vanessa. We have another Vanessa in the house. How are you tonight? What are you up to? What are you going to be doing with your time? James says, I guess I'm like you, Alicia. I like the bleak and dark. Yeah, I don't mind it. Sometimes I don't mind it. Horror Galore 300. Fantastic fright flicks you might have missed. Yes, so anyone who wants to check out Nathaniel Toll, he will be joining Kelsey and me in February for her book club pick, which is going to be for Folklore February, a book that we can read for Folklore February. And I found out that Kelsey is gifting me that for Christmas. She spilled the beans early and asked if I wanted to co-host. So that actual book club discussion is going to be on Kelsey's channel, Slime and Slashers, which is another fantastic channel I would highly recommend checking out. A lot of fun. Hello, Rachel. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Good afternoon, Christine. I have something I'm going to share. I hope you don't leave very soon because two special people in the house today. Hi, Emily. Listening to an audiobook, Thorn Hedge, as I do my first diamond painting. Ooh, fun, fun. And JoJo said, I'll be catching up on the chapters for the What the River Knows read along. Excellent. Hello, Stormy. Hi, on my way to church, Christmas dinner, but wanted to stop in and say howdy, boop the like. Thank you, Stormy. I appreciate it. Good seeing you. Have a good evening tonight. Stream hopping from Andy's before the launch party. Excellent. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Rachel, for popping in. Appreciate it. Vanessa's reading Christmas Presents by Lisa Unger. Okay. Okay, little man. Go on. Go on. I think I've heard of that. I saw that, I think, on Instagram. Somebody had a picture of that. Jennifer said, hi, all. Just joining. How is everyone? We are doing wonderful. How are you tonight, Jennifer? What are you up to? Oh, looks like I might have to turn off notifications for that too, now that I know how to do it. Welcome. So before we get started, I have some thank yous from both Alicia and Christine before we go to a sprint. And also I'm gonna do my would you rather first, just in case anything happens. But Alicia is responsible for our Mad Libs Christmas as well as our winter themes, because sweet Alicia sent me a card along with a double-decker 5-in-1 Mad Libs and also a gift certificate to Barnes & Nobles. Was so excited, and so what a happiness boost. And I'm not going to read her message to me, but I have to show you. It says, oh, the weather outside is frightful. Is that not great? Look how awesome that is. Kelsey would love this because she loves The Shining so very much. But I will read the quote that she wrote from A Christmas Carol. There is nothing in the world so irresistibly contagious as laughter and good humor. And that is perfect because she sent the Mad Libs. So we're going to actually be doing Mad Libs tonight too, because there are songs in here also. So I hope you don't mind if I sing, because I love to sing. I'm not the greatest singer in the world, but I'm excited because the first one that I'm going to sing for you. There's not all songs. There's songs mixed in. So we're going to have Jingle Bells and then also the story called Going Caroling. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So thanks again, Alicia. I've already told Alicia thank you before, but I wanted to shout her out because I just thought that was amazing. And then Christine, who has the wonderful channel Secrets Read. She sent me a happy, and I was like so excited. So first of all, beautiful Christmas card. Merry Christmas. And she says, Kat, wishing you a Christmas season decorated with happiness. And she said, this little birdie flew my way and I wanted to be part of your flock. Sending hugs, Christine. Look how cute. If you've been following my channel for a while, if I could get it correctly, you know that I love these little target birds. This is so cute. It is Crinkle. Crinkle is the name. And I don't know if you can see behind me. I'm terrible at this, guys. Behind me over here is a gingerbread house that I got from Target. I have been wanting this thing and finally had forgotten about it because when I went to go ask them about it, they had 2 in the store, but they weren't on the shelves. And the guys who went and looked said, there's so much stuff in the back. There's no way we can find it. And I said, well, thank you very much for looking. And I'll just stop by. Well, my husband and I went this past weekend and we were just looking, shopping for someone special, Kelsey. And I happened to see it and I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. It's a gingerbread house with little birds in the back. And I do have some other birds over here. So when you see me film my next video with the Christmas, I'll have Christmas, not my Edgar Allan Poe video, but you should see some little birds up there. And Crinkle's gonna be on there. And she also sent me some Reese's peanut butter cups. I'm excited. My favorite candy. And I got to hide them because otherwise other people in my family might take them too. But isn't that great? I love these little birds. They are awesome. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. Made my day. So I'm just going to say, I have to shout out my peeps. So exciting. Okay, so I know I'm a bit long-winded this today. I apologize. I'm doing pretty well, Jennifer says. She is reading The Widow of Pale Harbor by Hester Fox, which has something to do with Edgar Allan Poe. And Alicia's awesome. I think so. I have to agree with you. So sweet, Alicia. And Mary Lou, I am reading a John Dixon car mystery. Excellent. Loving those hearts. Oh my God, the card is great. How nice. I know. Caroline, woohoo. So cute. That's so nice. Mary Lou said that is so cute. Yes, I love those little birds. I've been collecting them for a little while. I wish I could do more videos about them. Oh, that's so sweet, Christine. Yes. Love him. Good find, Christine. I agree. Hello, Paget Farmer. Oh, how cute is that? Yes, very, very cute. Welcome. I hope you don't already have that little birdie. Thank you very much. No, I'm a little bit behind with my birds. And I have not gotten all of them. I kind of try to. Last year, my friend Simon bought me the entire Christmas collection, Christmas and winter collection. So I think I only ended up having to get maybe 2 birds from Target that I didn't have, because apparently we thought there were only 10 and there was 12 in the collection. So I didn't have to buy any. And this time I was like, well, let me see what they have. So I've been kind of holding back a little bit, only because I was hoping I was going to get that back there, because that was a little more expensive, because you not only had your birds, but you also had the gingerbread house that came with it. So I'm so excited. And I will be putting him on the shelf as soon as, we go to Springs. So that way he'll be up there. I can't believe I wasn't subscribed. Have remedied that. Well, I'm excited that you're here. Thank you so much for being here and for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Such a thoughtful gift. Yes. RC Scott, welcome, RC. I'm so happy you're here. Very nice. We got some other 2 people in the house. RC Scott is an author. He writes horror also. Reading Savaged, page 305, and listening to Before He Sees for Reindeer Readathon, and reading Heartbreakers for the Eras Readathon. Very good. You're getting in there with a lot of stuff going on. I'm also reading that. I'm around page 200. How about you? I really wanted to read that. Not sure if I'm going to be able to. Hello, M. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hello, lovelies. Hello. Ooh, we have people coming from Andy's channel. Thank you. Must go, dinner and a church meeting. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye, Mary Lou. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. I'm reading and listening to The Protege by Jody G. something. I love The Girls Weekend by her, and this one isn't as addictive, but I also am in the last 4th and kind of dying to know how it goes. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully it's great. So I guess that means it's pretty good. If you like thrillers about backstabbing women, that could be fun. Especially if the ones that are doing the most backstabbing get their comeuppance, maybe. Hello, Margaret. My reading is slow this month. Same with me, I have to admit. And thank you for liking, hitting the like button. I really do appreciate that. Just to tell y'all what I am doing, I am reading How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. This will probably be my only book that I'm reading for Kelsey's Patreon readathon she's doing, Creeping and Peeping. She has a naughty and a nice list, and I don't know how much I'm reading with that. I know that I can fit something with How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And then I'm also reading 'Twas the Night, The Art and History of the Classic Christmas Poem, written and compiled by Pamela McCall. This is for the Cozy Cottage Book Club that I'm in. We have a meeting on Friday. It's kind of thick, and it is nonfiction, so I'm not sure if I'll get through the whole thing, but I'll be able to at least be in the discussion, the meeting for it. But it really does have some beautiful artwork in it. I'll share with y'all when I get to it. I'm going to read The Grinch in the first go around. And then I'm also reading a book from my 23 books for 2023. And I'm trying to see if this may help me with my one word theme that I'm thinking about doing for 2024. And this is a personal development book. It's fictional, but it's got personal development skills. It's like, what do you call it? I'm going to think of what the word is. It's not a analogy, an allegory, I guess is that's what you would call it. It's called The 5 a.m. Club, Own Your Morning, Elevate Your Life by Robin Sharma. This was on my list for this year to do. So I'm doing okay on it. I've got a lot of tabs, and I ended up having to take my mother-in-law to the urgent care because she was having some pain, and it ended up being nothing. In fact, it was really kind of a wasted trip. She needs to just take some Tylenol. She's 92 years old. So she doesn't really quite know that she's 92. And so she's not good with little aches and pains. But anyway, she's fine. But because I was in the waiting room for hours, I ended up meeting my goal for today and tomorrow to get some of this reading done. But it's a fictional story to teach you some personal development stuff. So I won't be reading that, but that is what I'm currently reading kind of this week or whatever. So anyway, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start our sprint because we have been talking. I have been talking for quite a while, and I'm very excited about everybody being here. So I will get back to comments when we come back. But our would you rather for this week is, would you rather wrap 100 presents or write 100 cards? So think about that when you are doing the sprint, while we are on sprints, and we'll kind of talk about that, and I'll catch up with the comments when we come back so we can get started. We're going to go ahead and do 30 minutes. Let's see. And all I can say is I apologize. I know I keep freezing. Hopefully it's not too bad on your end. If it gets to be too bad on your end, please let me know. You will not hurt my feelings, but I don't want to be terrible. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. So anyway, I will see you in 30 minutes. Happy reading, happy whatever you're working on. Remember, you don't have to just read. You can do whatever you want to do. Welcome back. The kitty cat scared me. I'm engrossed in my book. So I read, let me get out of this, stop the screen. I read How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and it was delightful, charming, love it. Very different. The movie is very different, the one with Jim Carrey in it, for sure, because there's a whole love story and everything in the film adaptation that is not obviously in the actual book that it's based on. And then I read some more of 'Twas the Night. This is a very heavy book, very heavy. The pages are very thick. In fact, sometimes when I turn the page, I feel like I have more than one page that I'm turning, and it's not. It's just that it's on very heavy paper, but very interesting because it's all about, the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" and how it had been edited for different publications. And basically, the poem was written. They call him CCM in here. It's Moore is his last name. Let me see if I can see what his. I keep forgetting what the man's name is, and that's sad. Clement, because it's not an easy name. Clement Clark Moore. So I see why they just call him CCM a lot through here. But what I love is he wrote it. He was actually on his way home. One of the stories is that his wife was making baskets, and they were short like a turkey or something for one of the baskets that they were going to hand out. And he went to the store for her to go buy one. And when he came back, because it was such a beautiful night, he ended up, being inspired and went home and wrote a poem about St. Nicholas. And it was actually, the poem was written for his children. So it's very interesting that something that was meant just for his children ended up getting published and becoming, a poem that people know, and for generations to come. But I just think some of the illustrations and pictures they have, like that is supposed to be St. Nicholas or an early picture of Santa Claus, but they have all different sorts of pictures of him. I just think he looks so small. When you think about Santa Claus, you think about him being so big. And a lot of these pictures portray him as small. Look how funny some of these pictures are, though, of it, the rendition. But it's really neat, and they give you all the art credit, who did it, who did the illustration or the paintings. Some of them are just very pretty. So anyway, I'm enjoying it. And we'll have to see how the discussion is going to go, because this is our first nonfiction selection for the Cozy Cottage Book Club. They've been having a lot of firsts. We had our first graphic novel last month, or in October, actually. And so, okay, let's see where I left off, and then we'll answer our question. I know that there's a star thing, but I'm afraid to hit the star thing because I'm afraid of what it might do. I like to click on things. So give me a moment. Oh, I have to tell Em. Thank you, Em. I saw that you posted in your stories for sprints tonight. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we have Paget is telling Mama Maggie hello, and yay for Margaret. Mama Maggie giving love to Paget. The excree, I don't know what that is. Am I missing something? Oh, and by the way, I'm even using my Grinch cup. I've been kind of feeling like the Grinch lately. So I'm not really mean like the Grinch, but I'm kind of feeling Grinchy. It's snowing here again. Ooh, snow. I don't know if that's a good thing or in Louisiana, it would be a terrible thing if it snowed. The Grinch is a total peeper and creeper. Yes. Hey, Liz, not reading, but hoping to be productive. I hope so. And also, I wanted to tell you that I subscribed to your podcast, Horror Homeroom. Have not, I just briefly started the Black Christmas. I'm going to go all the way to the beginning and start with y'all's very first episode and move forward. I'm like a completist person like that. I like to complete the whole thing. So I'm gonna start with that one. I'm almost tempted to rewatch Black Christmas. It's been a couple of years since I've seen it. I watched it for one of my marathons with Kelsey a couple of years ago and loved it. But I'm almost tempted to watch it before I listen to the episode. But that will be interesting when I have those drives to my mom and dad's house to listen to your podcast. Oh, how romantic, Mama Maggie, though it doesn't sound like you were feeling it. About the snow. I love the Grinch. He gets me every time. Yeah. I just think he's hilarious. And I love how he tells the fib about what he's doing with the Christmas tree, that one of the light bulbs is out and he's got to bring it to his workshop so that he can fix it. And then he's going to bring it back. And we all know. Dramatic irony. We know that he is not. The Grinch and It's a Wonderful Life. Absolutely. Kryptonite. I am powerless to resist. Yes. You know, there's different versions of the Grinch. I would like to know. There's the original cartoon that I grew up watching. Then there's the Jim Carrey version. And then there's also a new cartoon version. Does anybody have a preference? I actually like all three of them. Oh my God, do you think this book could work? I want a 5 a.m. life so bad, and I have tried everything to zero avail. I'm not sure if it will work or not. I'll have to let you know. It's told in that, like I said, allegory, kind of like a fable. So it's fictional, but they do have some good information. So I'm trying to see if it'll work. Actually, today, if I would have gotten up at 5 a.m., my day would have gone a little bit differently than it did. I wasn't expecting my mother-in-law to call me while I was in the middle of filming my Edgar Allan Poe announcement video. So I think to myself, if I would have got up at 5 a.m., I would have been finished by the time she would have called. So it's just kind of food for thought with that. Like I would enter into a Faustian level arrangement to get up at 5 a.m. every day naturally and be a morning person and get things done and be clear-headed to write by 9 a.m. Yeah, but I also do think it has a lot to do with time you go to sleep too. And it also depends on what time of year it is. I don't know if anybody else here, I feel like I suffer from that seasonal disorder, where it's the cold and it's the dark early. The 4 months that we're in that is just so hard for me. I don't want it to be hot like summer, but I like the daylight. I need the daylight. And I find that this time is hard for me. So getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning right now would be difficult. I mean, I get up at 5:45 normally, but if I don't have anywhere to go, like I'll just try to sleep until it gets, naturally wake up. So sometimes I can't make it till then. Jennifer says she's going to write 100 cards for sure. I detest wrapping presents. I'm right there with you. It takes me forever to wrap a present. So if I would have to do 100 presents, I would be wrapping presents probably for months. I'd rather wrap 100 gifts. Okay, so you might be faster at it than me. Those are some brutal choices. Yes, it is a tough one, I have to say. I enjoy writing cards. So for me, it would take me a while to do 100 cards, but depends on what you write in the card, right? So I normally write a quote in my cards, and then I like to have a little message. So it might take me a little while, but it would take me much, much longer to wrap 100 presents. Yeah, it's tough. I love writing cards, but I kind of pour everything in them. So 100 seems like it might drain me. So maybe the presents. Okay. I'd rather write 100 cards. I'm with you, Em. Wrap 100 gifts. Aha. I'm not great at wrapping, but I think I would rather do that. It would be hard to think what to write in 100 cards. Well, you could write the same message over and over again. How about that? Wrap 100 gifts. My handwriting is no good. You have a nice handwriting. What are you saying? I could read your handwriting. Mama Maggie said it's pretty, but cold and frigid, I'm sure. And probably a mess when it has to melt. Definitely the presents, and I'd use gift bags. Liz has a shortcut for that. Another little hack to help with the wrapping. Amal got to page 385 and listening to Before He Sees for the rest of the sprint. Very good. Pettit says, hope you have cozy socks, Mama Maggie. Yeah, I hope so. And she says, fluffy socks. Fluffy socks are a must. I agree, especially if it's then. I mean, we're cold here in Louisiana. It's funny how the temperature's been creeping, and anyone who's in the southern states might be able to attest to this. Monday, it was 35 when I woke up. Tuesday, it was 37, and this morning it was 39. So it's like creeping up like 2 degrees, but it's been staying cold, not getting very warm, maybe like in the 50s, low 60s, which has been rather nice. I just don't like if it's cold and it rains, or if it's like really windy, because that's a little bit unbearable. But I'm kind of enjoying the cooler weather. I sleep better when it's cooler weather, honestly, I guess because you're kind of like hibernating, and we don't turn our heat on unless it's absolutely necessary, just to kind of take the chill off the house in the morning. So it's usually pretty chilly. Now, I do have to keep a little heater on in Andrew's room because of ice cream bar. His temperature in his habitat needs to be around 80 degrees. So I have to kind of keep an eye on that it's not too hot in his room and not too cold. He was so cute. I went in there earlier just to check on him, and all I could see was his little tail. Maybe about that much of his tail was out of his bedding. It was just hilarious just seeing that. So he's precious. We're going to have ice cream bar on one day. Emily says, wrap 100 presents. I like wrapping and could listen to music, audiobook, or watch a movie or TV show. Plus, writing takes brain power. That is true. And that would make wrapping 100 presents a lot easier if you could do something else at the same time. Now, probably listening to music would work for me. I wouldn't do too well with the audiobook, but listening to music would work for me. And maybe a movie or a TV show, probably a TV show like Criminal Minds or Law and Order SVU, because those are shows. I used to grade my papers, like anything that didn't, where I didn't have to like read like responses, like objective test or whatever. I could listen to that and like periodically look up, and look at the TV. But I've seen quite a few of their episodes over and over again. And that's what I would do to grade papers. So the grading papers wouldn't be so daunting, because I hated grading papers. But the movie would have to be something I've watched a lot. One of my favorite Christmas movies, or something that I don't have to listen to every word, but I like having it in the background. If it was something I've never seen before, I would not be rapping. I would be enthralled in whatever was happening. But that's a good idea, Emily. Very good idea. Absolutely. Jane says, absolutely wrapping gifts. I hate writing cards. Okay. Well, I should have put like tally marks to see who was winning with this, writing cards or wrapping gifts. But I'm feeling like wrapping gifts is winning. Christina says, I got to chapter 46, started supper, and worked on my project. What are you cooking for supper, Christina? And Camille said, I read 20 pages. Excellent. That's excellent for 30 minutes. And M said, we love the Grinch here. I listened to a couple of chapters in my audiobook while cleaning out the fridge. Grocery pickup tonight. Fun. That is nice. It's going to be nice having all those groceries put in there. I love seeing a packed refrigerator after you go to the grocery store. It's so nice. Jamie says, I definitely go with wrapping gifts. I love wrapping gifts. Excellent. I would rather wrap gifts, Christina says. That is one of my favorite things to do this time of year, and I usually forget to do cards until after New Year's. Well, that's okay. You can have a New Year's card. In fact, that's what my friend Helen is doing. She did New Year's cards. I helped her design it on Canva, a little postcard, and she said they came out really great. But instead of doing Christmas, she wanted to go ahead and do New Year's. Amal says 87% into my hoping you finish today and log into the reindeer readathon. Ooh, that sounds fun. Hey, Patty, how are you? Just got dinner cleaned up, hoping to read the last 100 pages of Road of Bones by Christopher Golden. That sounds like, I like the title. I like the title a lot. Is it a mystery? Is it a thriller? I want to know, Patty. And Halko said, catching up with the chat, the Christmas bird is so cute, and I'd rather wrap 100 presents because I'm bad with words. Oh, I bet you're not. Whenever we correspond with one another in, Instagram, instant messaging, I think you write very well. So I got page 229 in Widow of Pale Harbor. How are you liking it, Christine? Let me know. I'm jealous because I really would like to read that, especially since it's tied to Poe. And I'm going to be all about Poe in January. Patty says, love that story about the poem. We've been gifted so many literature gems from people who only meant it to be for their kids. Yes. I think so. It really is a nice book. And I was surprised. I don't know what I was expecting. Like when I ordered it, I wasn't expecting it first to be as big as it is and as heavy as it is. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I kind of thought I knew it was nonfiction, and wasn't until I got it that I was like, oh, wow, this is pretty extensive. And like with a book like that, you can't really read a lot of it one time because there's a lot of stories and a lot of historical information, because it also talks about the evolution of St. Nicholas, like in the Christmas culture. And, I learned some things about how, like in England, you couldn't celebrate Christmas at a certain point. Even in the colonies when they were started, you couldn't. It's just very fascinating, the history of it, during that time period. So I'm learning about different people in history that I'd kind of like to look up some more information about. But it's the kind of book you can't really read fast. At least I can't. When I read a nonfiction book like that, it's kind of like when I read my Krampus folklore book last year. I kind of had to read it throughout the month. So I don't think I'll be finished by Friday, but I have the rest of the month to finish it, and we'll see what happens. Yes, he does look very small. He does not look like our Santa Claus of today. Like Winnie the Pooh. Yes, Patty. That's perfect. Alicia said, I almost finished a chapter, but distractions. Ah, yes. I have distractions all the time. Oh, thanks. I'm almost afraid what you'll find in those early ones. No, I just think it's great when you start at the beginning to kind of see how a person evolves. Like it would be kind of cringy for me to go back and look at my first videos that I did on my channel, but I kind of want them to be there because hopefully people who have followed me from the very beginning will see the evolution, because I do think I have evolved since I started my channel. But it's the same thing with my scrapbooks. My very first scrapbook is so pitiful, and I had scrapbooked us building our house. And years later, my best friend Shelly and I we got our husbands to buy this for us for Christmas. It was a university scrapbooking thing that was being held at a scrapbooking store. Remember those? They actually had brick and mortar scrapbook stores. And our husbands bought it for us for Christmas. And we would go on Saturdays for so many Saturdays. And one of the things they taught us was about sticker sneezes. And that is when you just basically put stickers all over like your scrapbook page. I'll have to share it with you. And then I can show you a page that I graduated to, because some of my pages I'm pretty excited about. But when I look at my album, I'm like, it is so filled with sticker sneezes. But I'm glad, because if anybody I know is getting into scrapbooking or whatever, I can say, don't think that you can't scrapbook. Look at what I started with and look at how I've come. Don't look at my ones that I'm currently doing, because that is not how I started. So, you know what, Liz? You have to start somewhere, and you only can get better the more you do it. So far, what I've heard so far, just hearing your voice and just the excitement of y'all doing Black Christmas, because it's such a great movie, just makes me excited. So I don't know. I can't wait to let you know how I love it. Christina says, I love the original cartoon, but I am a purist. I do love the original cartoon as well. Amy says, I'm partial to the old school cartoon Grinch. Yeah, I bet we have a bunch of purists in here. Same, probably because that's what I grew up with. That's Alicia. Yeah, probably so. Halko likes the old school cartoon Grinch too, but the others are cute as well. Yeah, I think the whole backstory of the Grinch in the Jim Carrey one is what I kind of like about it. I like trying to figure out what it is that drives the villain. And that's kind of how it is with like some of our Disney you know, villains that have recently come out, and also Wicked. Like, to know what their backstory is to make them, because they weren't born wicked or mean, or they has something had to prompt them, that traumatized them to be bad like that. So I kind of like the fact that there's a little backstory in it. Yes, I knew you meant Grinch. The original, the voiceovers are amazing. 100% Rachel. Yes. And old school Grinch all the way. No to Jim Carrey and the new animated movie. Oops, Jim Carrey. I think I'm the opposite of you, Kat. The heat of summer makes me angry. Well, I don't like the heat of summer. I don't like it because it's so hot here and humid, but I don't want it to be so frigid that you ache because it's so cold. Now, I have to say, I really can't complain too much because I'm not outside a whole lot. When I taught at Holy Ghost, we had carpool duty, and it seemed like every time I had carpool duty, whatever that week was, it always seemed like it would get cold and then it would kind of warm up and then get cold again. It seemed like my days were like Mondays and Fridays, and those were like the coldest days of the week. So the fact that I don't have to do carpool duty anymore in the really cold weather or the really hot weather is like a bonus for me. That is one thing I do not miss about being in school. And my job now, I'm a contracted teacher with Tangipahoa Parish. So I do not have to do anything like that for the school that is my site school. And Patty says, I guess the 100 cards. Wrapping is my least favorite. I'm paying my daughter to do most of it this year. That's awesome. And I have a teacher friend that is actually offering wrapping for people this year. So I think she's making like $4 a box or something like that. And it depends on the size of the box, and also, I guess, what kind of accessories you want on it. I thought that was pretty cool because I've never seen that before. Christina says, see, and I would do the works, the ribbons and the bows. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that. You're very, very crafty, though. So I could see that. Swamp Gas says, it looked like you were reading The Grinch to the dog. I was reading The Grinch aloud. I will admit that. When I read a picture book, I read the picture book with inflections and all of that. I've always loved to read aloud picture books, especially to my two boys. I read to them a lot growing up. Even when they were a little bit older, I would still read to them. They loved for me to read to them. And I love it so much. And as a teacher, when I taught little one, even my junior high children, I would read. And they liked it because I would do the different voices and make the inflections and try to do accents, even though I'm terrible at them. But they would get a kick out of it. So yes, I guess in a way, Tootie wasn't here. And then my husband did call in the middle of it. So I had to talk to him for a few minutes and then go back to my reading. But yeah, I was reading aloud. I just love it. I think it's so much fun. That was the one thing. I was in the library at St. Joseph's School for 4 years. I was the librarian there. And that was the most joyful job because I could read to the little ones all the time. We had little activities that went with the books. And it was just amazing. Mama Maggie says, poultry is now put away. Feed their salad and barn heaters are on. I am ready for a bowl of chili and homemade tortilla chips. So you have chickens also, Mama Maggie. So does Alicia. She has chickens too. Jane has 44 pages left of current novel, Reading the Seance by John Harwood. That sounds good. Ooh, the Seance. Sounds very Rachel says Southern state people here, but in North Carolina now, temperature-wise, it's been a roller coaster ride here, hot, then freezing, then mild. But do you get snow, Rachel? Do you get snow? I bet you do, huh? Hello, Bree. Welcome back. Ready to read now. What you reading, Bree? What are you reading? And how was your workout? Did you have a really good workout? Please have ice cream bar as a special guest. I need to. In fact, Andrew came Sunday to feed him. And he took him out and let me hold him. It's not that I've never held a snake before. We used to have a bigger boa constrictor, which was my oldest son's snake when he was younger. And he was just bigger and didn't move around a whole lot. And his cage was easier to get him out of. Ice cream bar is on a bookshelf that is high up. I have to be on a step stool to like do things in his cage. So I just feel, I don't feel comfortable, safe for him or me taking him out. So I got to kind of figure out where I can put him that he's a little bit more on level so I can be more above him or whatever. But I need to. I told Andrew he should come on so he can talk a little bit about him and explain about him because it is Andrew's snake. But ice cream bar would be fun to have on. I didn't read any. Jennifer said, I didn't get any reading done during the sprint. Having a really stressful night time tonight. No. I don't want you to have a stressful time tonight. And everybody, we have to congratulate Jennifer. She graduated with her master's. So congratulations again. I'm so proud of you. She's been working so hard in English, and she is just fantastic. Christina says, I am making corned beef and cabbage. Yum. Helga says, has anyone watched It's a Wonderful Knife? I enjoyed it. It's a Christmas slasher. No, but I need to write that down. It's a Wonderful Knife. A Wonderful Knife. So cute. Cute title. I like all those like punny kind of titles. Just joined. I would wrap 100. Oh, Jessica, hello. Just joined. I would wrap 100 gifts. I will be reading Pay Dirt by Rita Mae Brown and Sneaky Pie Brown. I've heard of that. Excuse me, I'm about to choke. Those authors, but I have not read anything by them. And Alicia, sounds so good, Christina. And Rachel says gift wrapping, but I also love sending cards. Tough one. I know. Excuse me. I think what it is, it's the 100. That's what gets you. And then Mama Maggie says, I have wrapped presents as part of a fundraiser so I can wrap fast, but I also start sending cards out in November to my cousin and retired friends so they can get one a week until Christmas, then I mail. Oh, good. That sounds great. Ooh, whoa. Wait, I'm about to cough. I'm going to mute just for a second. Sorry about that. It's like now I have a tickle in my throat. Ugh. Okay. I'm trying to get through our comments. Oh. I lost my spot. Okay. I mail all my family and friends cards out on Black Friday. That is neat. I like that. I wish I could be that ahead of time. I have Christmas cards. I don't know if I'm going to be able to mail them out because they forgot to send me my stickers. They sent me a pack of cards instead of my stickers. And I really want my stickers because they match my cards. Road of Bones is a thriller horror about the isolated Kolmia highway in Serbia and a documentary gone wrong. It's so atmospheric. I've been freezing just reading it. Oof, that sounds good though, Patty. I like that it's thriller horror. And I'm all finished Savaged and logging it in. Be right back. Very good. Congrats. Robin, hello. Welcome. I enjoy you being here. I'm going to be reading Stephen King's Sleeping Beauties. 472 out of 702. Excellent. I actually liked Sleeping Beauties. Not everybody does, but I actually enjoyed it. That's the one he wrote with his son, Owen. 50-50 on wrapping and writing cards. And M says, I love the idea to pay your kids to wrap. Mine enjoy wrapping each other's presents, so I get some fun one-on-one time with each of them as we wrap. That sounds fun. Alicia says, my mom read the first Harry Potter book aloud to my siblings and I, even though we were older. Good memories. Yeah, when Harry Potter first came out, I read it to my husband and my son, Barry. Andrew wasn't in the picture yet. And I remember me reading it in the car, going to visit my parents because it takes an hour to get there and an hour to get back. So usually I would read it on the way there. And then sometimes we would get in bed together. Barry would be in between my husband and I would be reading the stories. I think we did it for just the first one. I don't remember us doing it for the second one, but I know we did it for the first one. And then when Andrew came along, we ended up reading the first 3 books together. And he was older because we were planning, for his 8th grade graduation, I said we can either go to Disney or Universal. And he picked Universal, which I was very excited about because they had all the Harry Potter stuff. And so we read the first 3 books. So there were a lot of things in those books that we were excited about going to see, like the candy store and Ollivander's wand shop and all that kind of stuff. So it was really cool. You have a snake called Ice Cream Bar. Yes, Andrew's snake is Ice Cream Bar. He is a speckled king snake, black and white. So I don't know. My Andrew comes up with some crazy names. His cat's name is Puar, Puar, which is based on a female Dragon Ball character. And Alicia's congratulating Jennifer. Congrats from Helco. Congrats from Robin. And congrats from Liz. Congrats from Jessica. And congrats from M. And she's hoping your night's going to get better, Jennifer. And Mama Maggie says we have a red coral snake as a pet. Her name is Vivi. Oh, that is awesome. I love snakes. I think they're great. And Jennifer says, thank you. I appreciate your support. I love the community we have here. Me too, Jennifer. It is awesome. And I'm sending you a big hug. A big, big hug. Hey, Jordan, I got here late, but I hope that doesn't make a difference. How is everybody and just what's going on? We're just hanging out. I'm going through all of our comments. So I've been talking a lot tonight and I hope nobody minds, but I love to read our comments. Y'all post them. I want to read them. We are going to get to more reading, I promise. My snake is named after a tap dancing outlaw. A tap dancing outlaw. Okay. Spill the beans. And Mama Maggie says, I am reading Murder at the Dauphine by Paget Farmer. So we have our author being read tonight. Very nice. I like that. And Christine is like me, Alicia. We want to know. Just go white. Oh my goodness. Love it. Also love that there was a tap dancing outlaw. Yeah. Robin says, I'm loving the book so far. It makes you think what will really happen at that did happen. Oh. And I'm happy right now because I now know that a graphical deal has voice actors who are visually impaired. That is very good. I'm so glad to hear that. That's great news. Wonderful news. And especially, I know that must be making your community extremely happy, Jordan. Okay, so it seems like I didn't count. I wish I would have, because it would have been nice to know what people would have rathered, wrapping 100 presents or writing 100 cards. But I do think it really was wrapping the 100 presents. I really do think that is what won. So now we are going to go ahead, if y'all are okay with me doing the Mad Libs, we can write down everything, go on a sprint. We'll do a longer sprint, do like 45 minutes, and then we'll come back and read this. Well, I'll sing the song and then I'll read the story. So let me stop our question and I will play us some music. Let's see. I know how much y'all just love that music I play. Of course, I don't have any Christmas music. I wish we did. Let's see. Feeding the ducks. Let's see what that's about. It's not Christmassy. What do y'all think about that? Can y'all hear it? I don't know if y'all can hear it too good. We're going to feed the ducks. Okay, so those of you that have been with me since the beginning of Mad Libs. I'm going to ask for a part of speech. Y'all throw it out there. And then what I usually do is if I have numerous ones, I'll go in order. And then that way it goes a little bit faster. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the song Jingle Bells. So let me get in comments. Let's see. Okay, so I need a plural noun. Plural noun. I'm trying to get into my feeding ducks. Such a nerd. Anybody with a plural noun? And let me know if the music is too loud. If it's too loud, I can turn it down. Okay. Christine says pickles. Okay, I can use that. I do have another one. Trees. I'm going to have to practice singing this before I get on here with y'all. I do have another one. Swamp Gas has capybaras. Capybaras are really cute. Uh-oh. Our music went away. I wonder why. Oh, no, there it's back. Okay. Maybe it's on a weird loop. Toenails. Woo. That's going to be funny. That is going to be funny. Just saying. Okay, I need that all for plural nouns. Robin's giving me an adjective. So let me see. Do I need an adjective in here? No adjectives in here. But I'll use it for the story, Robin. Okay. Animal. I need an animal. Anybody with an animal? Never be sorry, Robin. Never be sorry. We still used it. We're going to use it for Go Caroling. How about that? A worm. Probably shouldn't have told you we were singing Jingle Bells. Let's see. Do I need any other animals? Same animal here. Let's see over here. Any animals? Okay. But these were some good ones. Cheetah, cougar, penguin, cute, guinea pig, reindeer, Sasquatch, turtle. Sasquatch would have been kind of funny. Cow. Those are all great. But I only needed one animal. Thank you for those animals, though. But I do need a noun. I need a person, place, or thing. So, what you think? A name? A name? Okay, we're going to have a tree. And then I need a verb ending in ing. Mama Maggie says, have to go. Eldest child was just knocked into a ditch by another driver. That is awful. Oh, no. Oh, prayers. Prayers that your child is okay. Prayers. And please, I'll have to get an update from you to see how everything is. Be safe. Be safe going after them. Park. Okay, I'm going to take park, and I'm going to make it plural if you don't mind. And I'm going to take, let's see, plural noun, same plural noun. Let's see if there's a plural noun over here. Yes, I'm going to use your plural noun over here. I'm going to make it stockings. Ooh, we're getting lots. Ooh, lots. Trunks. I'm turning trunk into trunks. I'm going to turn coffee shop into coffee shops. Oh, actually, I'm going to put yours into this one. Okay. And I'm using, Camille, I'm using Santa Claus for our story because I need some nouns over here. Just making sure over there. Caroline. Well, Caroline actually would work for a verb ending in ing. So I'm going to put that over here because that's what I needed next. And then dragging. Okay, I cannot use dragging. Sorry, Alicia. Okay, next is a verb in a to phrase, like to something. To something. I gotta. Ooh. Running. Ooh. Ooh, hope everyone is okay. Yes, me too. Yeah, I must be like my things are. Yes, we're having prayers. I don't know why my chat is going slow. I hope all is well. Oh, to wrap. Okay, wrap. Dairy. Okay, so we have everything for our song. Let's see what else we have. Walk. Okay, I can use that for the story. Let's see. Okay, I can use your dance. Okay. I don't think I need another verb. But dream was a good one, and so was jingle. Very good. Okay, now, let me just make sure in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need an adjective. An adjective. I need to come in here because I needed to take this off. Slimy. That was Amy. Whoops. Amy had slimy. And then we also have sparkly. See if I need any more adjectives. No more adjectives. Let's see what else we have. Unholy. Ooh. Perky. That's a good one. And beautiful. Okay, I need a number. A number. Patty seconds unholy. Annie's in the house. Hi, all. Just joining and waiting for the singing to start. Well, that'll be after the sprint, just to let you know. We're just taking our things. Hey, Kat, I have a question. Are the books that you were giving away still available? Because I can give you my email. Yeah, I only have the one, and that's the Watson's Go to Birmingham. You never did get in touch with me. So if you want to put your email in the chat, I can go ahead and email you, and then we can get your address, because I need to get your address in order to mail it to you. Okay, we have 7, 48, 809. I love it. So specific. 13, 12, 4. Oh, yes. Okay, so 7 is the number. I need, well, let me go back because I've missed this adjective one. Let me see what was the next adjective. Unholy. Oh my goodness. Y'all are not going to believe what that's being used for. Okay, I need a plural. Oh, wait. Numbers. I have more numbers. I don't know why I can't read today. So 48. And Alicia was next with that 809. So specific. That's what we would say in improv. Okay, so I need a plural. Look at Annie. 7 kabillion. Is a kabillion even a number? I love it. In improv, it would absolutely be a number because anything's possible in improv. I'm gonna have to have people come on so we could do some improv. I did a little improv with Margaret on her channel when I was a guest on her fireside chats, and we had a good amount of fun with that. I love improv. Okay, so plural noun. Okay. Elves and bells. Okay, I guess. Huh. Elves. I'm going to stick them together. I'm not going to separate them. Let's see. Liz is going to give us some bagpipes. That should be interesting. And then I do have dishes from Jamie. And actually, Jessica, I'm going to use yours because I need a noun, and deer would work, whether it's singular or plural. And I think that would be funny. Okay, last thing we need. Let's go through and just see what everybody else came up with. Reindeers, elves with bells. Oh, it's supposed to be elves with bells? Okay, I'll change that. Elves with bells. Okay. Like the bagpipes. Yes, I do too. Last but not least, we need an adverb. An adverb describes verbs like how many, what kind, well, no, not what kind, not how many, that's an adjective, sorry. But like what you're doing with like the verb. It modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adjective, or another adverb. I promise I am an English teacher. Puppies. Quickly. Excellent. Okay, and that's it. Perfect. Okay, so I just have to make that one more thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay. So I guess I'll sing first when we come back. I like that. Absolutely. That would have been a good one too. Very good, Camille. Okay, so I'm going to turn off our lovely music, Feeding the Ducks, and we're going to go to another sprint, if that is okay with you. I am horrible at English. No, you're not. No, you know what it is? People would know how to use their grammar and their parts of speech and all that stuff, but they just kind of forget what the actual terms are. I just happen to love grammar, and I'm just a grammar nerd like that. So no exclamation. Oh, I wanted to say son of a nutcracker. No exclamation. But that is a good one. And maybe on our next Mad Libs during the holidays or during the winter, we'll have one. I say that all of the time. Son of a nutcracker. I like that. Me too. Yuppers. Okay, so let me go to Pom Pom, our Pomodoro kitty, and I need to change it to 45 minutes. I hope y'all are okay with that. 45 minutes. Let me set the time and we will start. We're having a lot of activity in our comments tonight, and I'm in our chat tonight, and I'm excited about that. Annie got a good one too. Sneakily. That is a good adverb. Very good. But we're going to go ahead and start our sprint. 45 minutes. Let me see if I can get us to share the screen. Yay. So happy reading, happy whatever you're doing. I hope that Mama Maggie is doing okay, that her child is doing okay, and that he or she is safe. And also, I hope, Jennifer, that you are feeling a little better being with us tonight. And everybody else, whatever's going on, big hug. I'm giving y'all a big hug. So happy reading, happy sprinting, and I'll see you back in 44 minutes. Okie dokie. I'm gonna stop. Stop the screen. Okay. How did everybody do? I finished the chapter in 'Twas the Night. That is really what I'm reading. I didn't change it on my little part here. But anyway, I finished that and trying to think of what else. I did a couple of things. I had to go load the dishes I messed up in the dishwasher because my oldest son had already started loading it. So I had to go put my stuff in, checked on the dog's water. What else did I do? Oh, practice singing the Jingle Bell song that I'm going to sing to y'all. And I think I should read Going Caroling first, even though the Jingle Bell song was first in the book, only because Going Caroling has to do with me singing the song, obviously. But I don't know, whatever y'all think. So what did everybody get up to? How's everybody doing with their reading or whatever they're doing during the sprint? If anybody did anything per se. I got water, so I'll be hydrated when I sing the song for y'all. I'm so excited about that part. It's the little things. The crazy little things. Okay, let's see. And Paget ended up leaving us. She had to go get her daughter. And Alicia said, I just ate and I can't wait for you to sing us a song. I got to page 105 in The Widow of Pale Harbor. I hope you're liking it. I know how much you love Poe. Got to page 40 in my book. Excellent. How's it going? Are you doing okay with it, Amy? Are you plowing through it? And Robin is 534 out of 702. Good. You are making progress. I mean, that's less than 200 pages, give or take. Jessica read 23 pages and made a pot of coffee. Wonderful. I just finished my coffee. It was a little cold, but I wanted to finish it. So I switched to water. M says, I read a chapter in Christmas at Wheel Day Inn and watched Good Luck Charlie with my littles. That's fun. I miss having my kids younger. I mean, I like them being adult, but there's just a lot of, I don't know. Your household is different when they're, at certain ages. Of course, when they get to be teenagers, sometimes they don't want to hang out, but I do miss Andrew. Andrew and I used to hang out a lot, and he's now with Megan, which is good. Megan's sweet, but I miss him. Swamp Gas says, when are you coming to NOLA, Amy? And Jamie says, I got one application and a cover letter submitted. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's very good. And Annie said, got to 84% in Oh Danny Boy by Rise Bowen. Is that how you pronounce it? Christine said, I mostly did some laundry and cleaning up. Yeah, I do need to still vacuum. Apparently, I wasn't paying too much attention. And when I tracked in a bunch of grass from outside earlier. And so I need to vacuum that up. I really should vacuum every day because Luna, my big dog, is very hairy and she sheds so much. So I really should vacuum every day. Unfortunately, I cannot vacuum every day. But I do need to vacuum. I do need to do that later. Emily said, first part of diamond painting done. 2 more to go. 34% with audiobook. Wonderful. What is your diamond painting of? Is it a Christmas theme? I don't want to assume that. Amy said it's dark, but nothing too intense at the moment. I love the writing. Yeah, I bet you it's beautifully written. But the fact that Amy Taville DNF'd it, I'm just like, wow. it must have been too much for her to handle. Em said, yes, I've got kids, not three. I don't know where three came from. I've got kids ages 6 to 21, so I cherish all the moments I get with them. Yeah. There's just certain stages that are just sweet stages that you can really, it's like you've got to hold on and spend the time because it goes so fast. It really does go way too fast. Jane said, bedtime for me in the UK, and I have only 4 pages left, so I'll get this finished and get to bed. Bye, Jane. Thank you so much for subscribing and hanging out, and hope you come back soon, next Wednesday. Amy said, but I don't remember Oscar, the main character, acting like this, so I really want to watch the movies after I read it. Yeah, and then you can like really compare it. Christine wants to know what you're reading. I missed it. Yeah, I went and looked at when she DNF'd and she said 75 pages. So I'm curious what happens. And let the right one in is what she's reading, Christine. Sup is about ready. Finished a step of my project only to realize I need about 5 more. Whoops, math. And got to chapter 60, about 1 hour left. Excellent. Camille read 30 pages. Very good. Emily says, I have 3 cards that have different color images, unicorn, llama, and mermaid. So no, not Xmas related. I bet you they're going to come out pretty. I just think the diamond painting is fantastic. Makes such pretty pictures. And Christine said, oh, I want to read that. I saw the movie, but it was probably over 10 years ago. Have you seen both movies, Christine? Are you doing any more sprints tonight? Yes, I am. As pretty much after I sing this silly song and read our silly story. And Alicia says same. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a good story. I mean, I love both the movies. Okay, so if it's okay, I'm gonna read the Going Carolyn first. Okay, so here's our first Christmas Mad Libs. And this is actually, remember how I said it was a 5-in-1? This is from a Christmas Carol Mad Libs book, but it was all included in this one. Okay, and I always make copies because I don't want to mess up the book. I want to be able to use the book. And Jane says, definitely, thank you. And Robin said, I did not know they made a book on that. I've seen the recent movie. Yeah. It's fabulous. Both of the movies are good. And even Christine said, I've only seen one. I honestly don't remember which. Yeah, I've seen both the foreign as well as the American one with Chloe Moretz. And I like both of them. The American version also kind of clarifies some things from the foreign movie that I kind of missed. So I like that. Okay, Going Caroling. 'Tis the tiny season for caroling. Here's how to make everyone's Christmas a little more merry and slimy. Gather 7 of your sparkly friends and family stockings together. Pick out a few classic trunks to sing, like Have Yourself an Unholy Little Christmas, Silver Elves with Bells, and Frosty the Coffee Shop Man. Put Santa bagpipes on everyone's heads and walk to your neighbor's house. Knock 48 times on the front Santa Claus. Nothing? Knock 809 more times quickly. And when your neighbor answers the deer, ask if he or she would like to hear you sing a song. If your neighbors say yes, sing your dishes out. If your neighbors say no, dance anyway. That's pretty funny. I love the Unholy Little Christmas and Silver Elves with Bells and Frosty the Coffee Shop Man. That's great. Great, great. Okay. The moment you've been waiting for. Me singing Jingle Bells with your lovely, wasn't that funny, Alicia? I love it. Okay, are you ready? Here we go. I practice only twice. So, la 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 la. Dashing through the pickles in a one-worm open tree, o'er the trees we go, caroling all the way. Capybaras on bobtails ring, making toenails bright. What fun it is to rap and sing a slanging song tonight. Oh, jingle parks, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to bury in a one worm open sleigh. Thank you very much. That's right. Yes, I guess I could have done some like really good warm ups. Me, 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 me. Yeah, when I was in school, it was like I had to take when I went back to get my teaching certificate, I had to take a music class to teach music in your class or use music, and you had to teach like games and stuff like that. And we always had to go Lou and kind of find your pitch, and then you could sing your song. So ridiculous. Dashing through the pickles, yes. So if we had to pick a title for our Mad Libs tonight, um Dashing through the pickles would be good, making toenails bright would be good, in a one worm open sleigh would be good. So much good stuff. That poor worm. Bravo, bravo. I know. I wish I needed a rose to come out of the sky. I love it though. Love it, love it. Bravo. Encore, encore. That was so beautiful. Yes. I feel the love. I feel the love. Yes, Liz, that was awesome. Your contributions in making toenails bright is just hilarious. I wonder how bright they are. So silly, so silly. That was hilarious and lovely. Thank you for doing this with us. Yes, we will pretty much do Mad Libs. We have plenty of Mad Libs for the rest of our Christmas season, probably New Year's, and throughout the whole winter season. And thanks, Alicia, for that. I love it because I had not had a chance to even look for Mad Libs. I planned on trying to go to Books a Million first, and then I was going to look on Amazon, and then everything went to hell, and I just didn't get around to doing it. So somehow Alicia knew, and I appreciate it because Mad Libs, I think, is hilarious. It really does help my inner grammar nerd come out. Yes, Robin, it was so beautiful. So much fun. You did well, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. Yes. So there are other songs, and we will be able to sing some songs. So be ready because y'all will be the ones supplying all of the adjectives and adverbs and nouns and everything else that goes along with it. So wonderful. And I also loved the fact that we had to knock 809 more times quickly. Can you imagine? You would have to go to the hospital, to the doctor after, because your hand, wrist, and everything would have extreme tendonitis, not only for the fact that you knocked 809 times, but the fact that you did it quickly. And I don't even know if that's even possible if you could do it quickly, unless you had some kind of mechanical thing that you could like motorize and knock on it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and have another sprint if that's okay with you. I think we'll go ahead and do 30 minutes. Alicia said, I don't think it's possible. Did you like that, Annie? I'm glad you did because I know you were waiting around to hear that. And ouch, that is a lot of knocking. Yes, indeed. The neighbor is like, damn, what do you want? And they stand there awkwardly while you sing. Especially, can you imagine if I'm singing the Mad Libs version of Jingle Bells? I wonder if they would even continue listening to me and just slam the door in my face, or if they would listen to me because they would be like, what's wrong with this woman? Has she been drinking? Or I even wonder if they would ask me to sing it again so that they could record me and then tell all their friends about this kooky neighbor that they had that came and sang their version of Jingle Bells. I don't know if any of y'all know this, but I actually wrote a song called The 12 Days of Christmas Horror. And I created it the first year that Kelsey and I did our Christmas horror marathon. And it is to the 12 Days of Christmas. I actually went to my voice coach and she helped me with it. And she actually recorded it for me. And yeah, I keep telling myself one day I am going to videotape myself singing it. I've even tried to see if Kelsey will do it with me, like we take turns kind of doing it. And I just think to myself how fun it would be to video it. Um, I'll have to share it with y'all. It is very hilarious. Everyone said, I will listen to you. They call the cops. You and Kelsey should go Carolyn and record it. Yeah, it really is. I loved it because we were doing all this Christmas horror. I'm not doing anything this year for the Christmas marathon, and I had told Kelsey that. And normally I watch 12 Christmas horror or winter horror related movies, and then I'll watch 12 what I consider classic Christmas or just regular holiday stories. And then I always watch Love Actually, which my husband and I are planning to watch that probably this weekend coming up. We love that movie. It's in my top 5 movies of all time. We have been watching this TV show called Afterlife with Ricky Gervais. And I will tell you that it's a British show and Ricky Gervais is great and he's funny. But I will tell you that there is a lot of cussing in it, and there are a couple of characters. The therapist, who is really raunchy and crude and like he's just a depraved person or whatever. And it's sad that Ricky Gervais goes to him for counseling, and even Ricky Gervais' brother-in-law goes to him, and they're just gross, him and his friends. So it's the kind of thing, if you don't like that kind of humor, you'd be turned off about it. But I have been having Afterlife in my Netflix my list ever since the first season, and it has 3 seasons. But with the recent passing of my friend who died of cancer and everything going on with my mom with dementia, Ricky Gervais' character loses his wife to cancer and his dad has dementia. And so I have actually found some comfort watching this show. It's got humor in it, but it's also heartfelt and it's got sad moments in it. But it really has been like a helpful thing. My husband and I both have been watching it, which I was kind of surprised my husband would watch it with me. At first he was like, yeah, you can watch whatever. And, but then he got interested in it too. But anyway, if you like that kind of stuff, I would say check out Afterlife. It's a little bit different than what I thought. And like I said, there is some cussing in it, especially one word in particular. And like I said, they have that funky, and there's also another guy named Brian who is just really weird. And his whole story is weird. Like I kind of wish they would have left him out. I mean, he's kind of funny at some points, but then he's kind of weird and in a not good way. And Amy said, oh my God, that would be so fun. We need it. I will watch that video. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, thank you, Robin. I love the love. I'm glad you found something that has been comforting during this time for you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to get on a sad note or anything. Sending love, comfort seems to come from the most unexpected places. Yeah, it's really odd because, like I said, I just decided to watch that. I didn't really know much about it except that his wife does die of cancer. I didn't realize about the dementia part with the dad, but it kind of does show like the humor. You pretty much have to find the humor when you have a family member with dementia, because otherwise it will make you just, go crazy with it. But my mom is actually doing pretty well. She seems very happy. and we celebrated her birthday last week. Her birthday is on the 6th, and we ordered Chinese food, and I got her some crumble cookies. I got her the gingerbread cheesecake cookie, I think it was, and it had little bitty gingerbread sprinkles on top. And boy, she enjoyed her Chinese food. They had not had it in a little while, probably like about a month and a half or so. And she enjoyed it very much. And she also loved the cookie. So I got them one of each, but you have to really split them because they are um, so rich. And I have to say, I got the lemon poppy seed one and it was divine. It had like lemon filling in it, like a lemon Ubix pie. Oh, so good. So good. I don't know, Christine, did you ever go to crumble cooking? Hey, Courtney. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. And Robin says, yum. Yes, crumble cookie is wonderful. That sounds like the perfect birthday. It was. She was very, very happy. And I did see her Monday, and she seemed pretty happy too Monday. And she did tell me, she was smiling a lot. We did have to go see her psychiatrist, and he was glad she was smiling. She's doing well on her meds. And so we get back home, and my dad had gotten them sandwiches. I had brought a salad because I can't eat out every time I go over there. So I did bring my salad. My dad picked up a sandwich for he and my mom from the grocery store because he went and did some grocery shopping and ran some errands while I was there with her. But she seemed very happy, and she remembers my name, which is good, because I'm just, holding my breath for the day that maybe she won't. And then she also was like telling me how she loves me. And she seemed a little disappointed when I was leaving. She was like, "You're going to go and leave me?" And I was like, "Well, I have to go. I have things I have to do at home." I said, "But I'm going to see you soon." And my sister is coming in town with her husband and Emma, her daughter, who is my niece, my godchild. And they're going to spend some time with her. I think they're going to be here Friday, and then they leave on Tuesday. So I will get to see them over the weekend on Saturday, because Saturday, my mom and dad live not too far from Kelsey's house, and I'm spending some time with Kelsey, but on Saturday. So I'll see them on Saturday, and then I'll also see her on Monday. So yeah, it's good times. I'm enjoying every time I can be with her for sure. And Jennifer says, "I'm glad your mom is doing well. Humor definitely helps with coping with these situations." Yeah. I mean, you're either going to laugh or you're going to cry. And I just think, you just have to get to the point where you do find the humor in it and hold on to what you can. Gingerbread. Yes, it was. They loved it. They really enjoyed it. Oh, also, I got my husband, it was a caramel shortbread cookie with Twix on it. And that was really good. I got that from my husband. And so what I did was I cut my lemon poppy seed in half, and he cut the caramel shortbread in half, and we swapped. So we each had a half of it so we can try it. They have some interesting flavors. I'm really curious of what Kelsey's going to pick, because I am going to bring Kelsey and Paul some crumbled cookies when I go in. What a sweet celebration. My kids have been begging for those crumble cookies. Yeah, they're kind of expensive. But, for certain holiday things, they're good. And crumble cookies started selling little mini cookies, but they're only available at certain stores. I asked about it. My store in Hammond will only do catering of crumble cookie. So you have to order a minimum of 50, but it would be the kind of thing like a grab and go instead of having to cut them in half. The lady at my store told me that a big crumble cookie is supposed to really be 4 servings. So the smaller ones are about the one serving, about a quarter of what one of the big cookies would be. So it's something to think about, if we were doing something where we wanted to bring that many cookies. The little ones are a little bit easier grab and go kind of thing instead of having to cut the bigger ones. But the store in Covington, which is probably about 30 minutes away from where I live, on a day that's not super, having a lot of traffic, but they sell them individually. So that's kind of good to know if you wanted to get small ones. Christine said, I sadly did not. It is quite a drive for me, and I'm trying to eat less sweets. I keep checking the site to see the flavors each week, though. Yeah, they have some pretty interesting flavors. This week, they have a mystery flavor. So I have no idea what that is until I guess I go into the store. I guess I'm going to have to find out. But I'm going to be curious to see what the mystery flavor is. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's see. Alicia said, those sounds good, but I don't have one anywhere near me. Yeah, and I wish it was the kind of thing that I could like mail crumble cookie out to people. I know you can ship king cakes, but even king cakes, I get kind of worried. Like if they make it fresh that day and send it out? Because I would think something like that, you really need to eat a king cake within a couple of days of getting it. Otherwise, it's just not as great. I sent one to my aunt and cousins in Utah one year, and they said they enjoyed it. But, that was so long ago. The way the mail moves and all that stuff nowadays, at least in my area, I'd be afraid that it would sit in the post office for like a week. And then people whoever I sent it to would get it and be like, oh, this is not exciting at all. Christina says, son is asking to watch the new Percy Jackson show, so I probably won't get to read The Sprint, but time with kids when they ask for it, can't turn that down. Definitely not. You definitely have to spend that time with your kids because it goes way, way too fast. Okay, let's go ahead and do another sprint. I'm going to go ahead, put it for 30. Trying to see time-wise. Let's see where we're at, because we did a lot of chatting tonight. A lot more than I think we normally do, which I'm excited about that. I do love chatting with y'all, but I know y'all come for sprints too. Let's see. It is 7:37 my time. 30 minutes will put us a little bit over 8. So I think this will be our last sprint, if that's okay with y'all. Since I do have work tomorrow too, I have a couple of things I need to do, like vacuum before I go to bed. So let's go ahead. We're going to make this our last sprint for the evening, if that's okay. And it'll be 30 minutes. So let me start that. And I know some of y'all are on Eastern time. So let's see. Put that on. Christine said, I'm going to go eat some dinner. If I don't see you later, have a great night. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks again for my little birdie and my Reese's peanut butter cups and that wonderful card. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you for the happiness boost. Very much needed. And I appreciate it. Love you, Christine. And Em said, have a wonderful evening. I need to put groceries away. Thank you so much, Em, for being here with us. I really appreciate it and appreciate you. Have a good evening. Happy reading, everybody. There is our kitty cat. Okay, how did everyone do? I read another chapter in 'Twas the Night and making some progress with that. So interesting. There is, we're finding out that Clement Clark Moore, there's another man named Livingston, it's his last name. And there's so many different names and people who are related to one another. It's like hard keeping it straight. But he claims he wrote the poem "'Twas the Night." And so there's been some, like part of this book is trying to figure out based through letters and documents and when things were published, who is the true writer of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." And it's leaning towards Clement Clark Moore, but it's just very fascinating, like relatives or like grandchildren who are still trying to, figure it out. So it'll be interesting to see what the conclusion is by the end of it. So, and then before that, I did have to clean out Nene's litter box, and then I checked the mail, and I had a Christmas card from my friend Rita, who lives in England. She and I became friends through our blogs. We had taken a similar course, and became friends through that. And we have been friends ever since. It's just really neat. And I've received a couple of other Christmas cards. Katrina sent me a postcard, and Crystal sent me one. And then I have the one from Christine. So very, very excited to receive those. I love receiving, I love sending them. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'll be able to send any. Too much. Oh, let's see. Christine of Secrets reads, she gave hearts because she may not be back. She has some things to do, ready to go. Annie says, thanks for sprints and the entertainment. You are quite welcome, Annie. I hope that you come back for more. And Linda has dropped in. Hey, everyone. Hope everyone is good today, tonight. Yes, we're doing pretty good. And Liz said, thanks for sprints, Kat. Hope you have a fantastic rest of the week. So happy that Liz was here with us. Joanne is here. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Just coming back from running errands. It's good that you popped in. Love seeing you here. Hope that you were very successful with your errands, whatever you were getting. Hope your writing's going well in editing. Halko says, thanks for sprints, Kat. Have a great rest of your week. You too, Halko. I hope you have a wonderful weekend as well. Jennifer said, I got a few pages read. That's very good. And Robin is at 577 out of 702. You are making progress, Robin. I bet you're going to finish it by this weekend, I would think. And Camille said, I read another 20 pages. Thanks very much, Kat, for the sprints. Good night, everyone. Good night, Camille. I appreciate you being here. And have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, Robin, for being here. I appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. Have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend. Hope some of y'all have some good plans. Christina said, we finished supper and got a little bummed. Percy Jackson show does not start until the 20th. Well, that's a bummer. Let's see. So you have, that's next week. Probably next Wednesday, right? Yeah, probably next Wednesday would be the 20th. Oh, well. Hopefully y'all can find something else to do to replace it. Alicia said, I was on Kelsey and Andrew's sprints and didn't read anything. Getting Xmas cards is so fun. Yes, I agree. They really are fun. And I love sending cards. I generally send for Halloween, for Christmas, for Valentine's Day, and then I love to send birthday cards. I just think your birthday is an important day. I mean, that's just me. But I just think it's something special about receiving birthday cards in the mail. And a lot of my friends appreciate it because I don't think a lot of people use snail mail anymore. Jessica said, I read 21 pages. Thanks for sprints. Thank you, Jessica, for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, week, and a wonderful weekend. Hope you're going to be up to something fun. Christina said, but we did watch some previews of new Christmas movies on Disney. Excellent. Thanks for the sprints. Well, thank you, Christina. I appreciate you being here. Emily said 45 minutes left and second diamond card done. Thanks for the sprints. Enjoyed the company. Well, we appreciate you being here, Emily. I hope that you will come hang out with us again. We're here on Wednesdays, and it's silly fun, along with reading and getting some tasks done. Thanks so much for the sprints from Jamie. Thank you, Jamie, for being here. Hope you got some more work done on your cover letters, and it'll all be successful for you. Have a beautiful night. See you next week. See you next week, Christina. Thanks for sprints, Kat. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye, Amy. Enjoy the rest of your week and weekend. I'm hoping to get it done tonight or possibly tomorrow morning. Okay, rooting for you. And thanks for sprints, Kat. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you for being here. Thank you for Mad Libs. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to tell you what book I'm going to end up getting when I shop at Barnes and Nobles. Can't wait to go shopping. Barnes and Nobles is like a treat. I'm always going to Books A Million because we have one in our town, but Barnes and Nobles, it's always a treat to go. Like, it's special because you have to do other things when you're in town. I have one probably about 30 minutes or so from me in the Mandeville area. And then there is one in the Metairie area, which is not too far from my mom and dad. But I love Barnes and Nobles. Of course, I could go visit Andrew in Baton Rouge, and we can go hang at the bookstore because we both love the bookstore. So again, I appreciate you so much. Christina said, yep, next Wednesday. Yes, for the Percy Jackson. He is going to clean up his room a bit so he can put out his decorations. Aw. The Cozy Group made a card exchange this year. It has been so nice getting cards in the snail mail. Still working on mine, hoping to get them out this week. Yeah, that is fun. I love that. Yes. Hey, Linda. Okay, well, we are at the end of our comments, and that will be a good time for us to close out our sprints for this evening. I hope that everyone has a wonderful rest of their evening, because I do know some of y'all are on the West Coast, and y'all, it's not very late for y'all. Bye, Linda. Good night, Alicia. So y'all are probably just getting kicking. But over here, it's like 8:15 my time. I got my Eastern folks that are an hour ahead. And but I loved being here. I just enjoy hanging out with y'all. It really is a huge happiness boost, brings me lots of joy. I love having fun with y'all, in addition to the reading and whatever productivity we get to. But I do like all of our little fun stuff that we do. So until our paths cross again, stay amazing and be adventurous. Love you guys. Bye.